Today we have a very exciting Clash of Clans video. We have a 30-minute war between the first professional team in Clash of Clans, Tribe Gaming, and the best of the community. This is live at Gamergy in Madrid, and there was a local tournament where the 5 best players have teamed up to take on Tribe Gaming, and I recognize some of these players, so you might be in for a surprise. It is going to be an epic showdown. Be sure to let me know down in the comments who you are cheering for and who you think is going to win. But here we go, guys. Let's get into it. First up, we have Tribe Gaming with Modkey coming in against Team Gamergy. This is the best of the community. Let's see if they can take down a professional Clash of Clans team. We are going to have more of Tribe Gaming in the coming days, so be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Starting out here, Modkey takes out that defense with a couple of Hog Riders and lures the clan castle as well. Definitely no surprise for him, going to be able to take out that Lava Hound very easily. For a Hog Rider attack, it's not really going to cause too much of an issue though, so he might decide to just pull it to the side, suey the queen, and then bring the hogs in. Let's see what he is doing though. Uses the baby dragon at the bottom, which does pull the Lava Hound a little bit. This hound is going all over, and yes, he's going to pull it with just a couple of archers towards that left-hand side. King comes in from the bottom alongside the queen in a second here, presumably, as he tries to get in towards that town hall. Has 6 wall breakers, so going to push in and just suey the town hall in itself. Definitely a good method to then try and mass Hog Rider. Has that blimp and clone spell, so we are going to bring that in from probably 10 o'clock here to try and target the queen and the eagle, but let's see how it unfolds. The Lava Hound is coming down towards the king here, not what he wanted, but now the Lava Hound comes over towards the queen, pops that ability straight away because he would rather sacrifice the queen here than to pop the Lava Hound. In comes that blimp from 10 o'clock as we assumed, and all of the balloons spread out as the E-Drag takes down the enemy queen. Balloons, are they going to get that multi? They do. Good value in the center there, and a clear path for the Hog Riders now to come straight down this area. Hopefully he can get them onto the Eagle Artillery pretty quickly, and these couple of Hog Riders on the right hand side aims to do just that. If he can take out that Wizard Tower and Archer Tower, it saves the Hog Riders, or a big pack of them, getting drawn off to that side, and they can much quicker get towards that Eagle. Finally they do indeed get there. You can see why the Lava Hound in the CC is not an issue at this point. Going to do nothing for the Hog Riders, and it's only really going to be any cleanup wizards that might pop it. Has a couple of Hog Riders come off to this right side, tries to put a wizard in to take down that Archer Tower whilst it is tanked. A very nice job there. Even if the wizard goes down, it is going to hopefully help get another defense down. Unlucky not to get the cannon, however, with the minions in that area, they can snipe that off, and now it is purely a race against the clock. I'm not sure if he has enough. He's not going to, because that cannon has not gone down to the minion yet, so the Hog Riders come across this side and it wastes time, so it is going to be a 2-star, a very impressive one as of that. Had that wizard have still been there, could have definitely cleared up an extra few percentage points, but it is going to be 90% 2-star to start us off. A very good start for Tribe Gaming. The best of the community coming in with Golo. Any of you guys that have seen my videos featuring Cream Esports, you might recognize this name. And guys, at the end of this video, I will link the most epic matchup that we've seen between Tribe Gaming and Team Queso, the 2 first professional teams in a war just like that. I will link it at the end of this one, but getting into this one, can the best of the community take down a professional team? The king quickly swaps with the enemy king there, but able to provide pathing for the queen towards the center of the base here, and it means she's not going to be drawn up to the enemy king, and in we go. before using the poison spell. Needs to try and get them loons down because the queen will be stuck onto the golem for quite some time, and it is going to go down here. The golem, again, at level 9 can be something that can provide huge damage to the troops, but the queen decides she does not want to take that route into the base. She is going to walk around here. How disastrous could this be? Adapts and brings the jump spell in. I was just about to say that assumably we could get the slammer onto these defenses in order to drive her in, but she goes down to the enemy queen, and that now most certainly results in this not being a 3-star. Just takes his time here, reanalyzes the situation in terms of how he is going to get that town hall. We need it activated for any of the troops to get it. Now, we do have lava pups that will pop to the town hall, and there we go. All you need is a single hit from one of them lava pups, and you can be assured that your balloons will get there. So as long as you can assure one of your lava pups will pop on the town hall, then you are going to activate it and your balloons will go for it. So takes that down, but he's only at 30% here. Has a lot of buildings at the top, which he's quickly trying to clean up, because if the Eagle artillery does not go down, it could spell disaster for the community, and it looks like they might struggle. How many buildings does he have? Wow, this is insane. Eagle artillery locks onto them troops. Minions quickly trying to clean up. Can he get it done? I think he might just snatch it. 48%. If the Eagle artillery does not go to this minion, then it is going to just get the 2 stars. A very hairy moment for the community, but they survive and give themselves a little bit more of a chance percentage wise, miles behind Tribe Gaming at this point, but 3 stars is what is needed to win this war. A shaky start for the community. Can they get a defense against Tribe Gaming, or can they clutch a 3-star? Anyone can still win at this point. They are not behind in terms of stars, but definitely a close moment there. Let's hope they can pick their confidence back up. But can EveTech crush them into the ground as he comes in here with a Lalo attack, using the Ice Golem just to help the king a little bit here? The giant bomb not going to be helpful. Thankfully, it didn't take out all of his barbarians as they charge forward. That Tesla farm will do a huge amount of damage. Just about going to be able to get that. Sends a loon in because assumably with a multi and the air defense there, you can almost guarantee a black bomb in that area, and successfully takes that down. For any queen charge, if you lose one healer, it could be disaster. We don't really have any other spells for the Lalo other than the haste and the freeze. How many rage spells can he save from the queen charge in order to commit to the Lalo? There goes another rage, but a healer goes down. Enemy queen goes down. Manages to save onto that ability, which could be massive moving through the base, because there are 3 expos that he is going to take damage from in a second. The skellies are onto the healers, and they are at low health because of the damage they have already taken. The queen manages to get that. Still got the ability, takes down one of the expos. Luckily, the third one is out of range here. Now it is going to start hitting the queen. Decides to press the ability. I didn't know whether he was going to Sui it there so as to not pop the hound, but decides to press the ability, and now we have hounds going after the loons. Might have been better off not pressing the ability and just letting the queen go down so that he didn't have to deal with these pups. But let's see what happens. They are onto the loons. No poison spell. He does have minions, and he's allowing the loons to just pull them lava pups to the side at this point. Doesn't want them to go after his main Lalo. I thought we might have seen some more minions in here to draw the lava pups, and thankfully we do have a couple that do indeed get them. But now comes the main push towards that town hall. At this point, it is trying to get the town hall, and if we have enough, we might be able to get that 3, but with the lava pups, I cannot see it happening. balloons onto the town hall, but the air sweeper causing a huge issue there for EveTech. That in itself was super close, and the best of the community were nearly celebrating, as they might have thought they could have just saved that 2-star and only gave Tribe the 1, but it's not quite happening for them. Definitely a shaky start from both sides here. Who is going to step it up, get that 3-star and get the victory here? We have seen in that video I'm going to link multiple 3-stars in these events, but let's see what the community can do in response. Here we go, we have Style coming in style against Sebex, and it is going to be that Lalo attack. Again, all of these events are live from Madrid. These players are there right next to each other battling. This one is just a friendly war, but still, the community will have every scrap of motivation to try and take down a professional team. The King on the outside going to help to create that funnel, and this time the Queen is most certainly going to beeline her way into the base itself. Tries to delay on the healers to allow the balloon to snipe any of them air bombs, and that worked beautifully. They are out of range of that air defense, and now the Queen is going to step forward, gets the wizard tower, will then be drawn to the enemy Queen, probably will drive up and get the air defense and wizard tower there as well, but the jump spell goes in to assure it. There's going to be a lot of damage now in this area, so the next rage spell comes in. That is because there are 2 expos, very fast in terms of doing damage to the Queen and that lava hound, but thankfully she stands out of the way of that cannon up there as well to only have the 2 expos. The minion helps clean up them lava pups, helps to save the minions, helps to save the healers, and helps to save time. Now the Queen is taking the damage from the 2 expos and the cannon, and you could see how much more damage she was taking. She is going to get that area and then charge on forward, presses that ability so he can shift his focus down to the Lalo portion, pressing in towards that town hall. It's not activated yet, only at 42%, and he doesn't have an earthquake to activate it, but the tornado trap might help him out here. Any kind of damage, 1 balloon goes down and he will activate it, and there we go, does indeed manage to get that activated, get through it, and now onto the sweeper. This is looking good, but we do have a lava hound at the left here, not really tanking too much until the loons get there. They finally do. If they can strip out this section, we might be okay, as the Queen still has the healers. We have some troops inside that stone slammer which continues to come through. That will hopefully get through this wizard tower before he has to dump them out, because if it's loons in there, we then have 2 wizard towers. Queen finally gets through that wall. She has 1 expo on her. We need that down from these balloons pretty quickly in order to save the Queen. Thankfully, the Eagle Artillery was onto the healers because we needed that to save the Queen. The balloons get through the final wizard tower. They are onto just a couple of Teslas. Plenty of minions coming through behind here. No splash damage. They take down an archer tower. I think the community are going to take the lead here, 3-starring Sebex. So there you go, guys. Anyone that thought, watching that first attack, that the community had made a mistake and was it too far out of their reach, they have gone ahead and shown you that they can get this done. It is really now just, if there is enough time, it is going to be a time fail. I thought for sure with the balloons he was going to get that heartache, absolute heartache for the community, but they certainly do pick up their percentage. Let's have a quick look at percentage points. Tribe Gaming still in the lead, and they are coming right back at it. Sebex, who just held on to that defense, comes in here with 5 Electro Dragons. Either this is a huge push, or he's trying to take a huge amount of the base out of the Queen charge and just finish up with the Electro Dragons. No clone spell, but I'm intrigued as to what is in that slammer. Let's see what happens here. I mean, the Electro Dragons are going to have to come behind the sweepers unless the Queen can get in there and take that out. There is a lot of storages in the middle of the base as well, where they could get a little bit of chain value, but there are some gaps there as well. So let's see what happens. Once the air defense goes down, the healers are now protected. King and that ice golem on the left-hand side doing a very nice job. Assumably the slammer is going to come straight in towards the town hall here, or is it going to open up a path north for the queen. It does come towards the town hall, but it moves across to the multi-inferno. It does take out a black bomb, and the E-Drags are going to get caught up on archers before going to the town hall. Hopefully they turn to it pretty soon to take that down. They're stuck on the king. The queen taking out the lava hound. He's easily going to get the 2 stars here, but how much chain value can he get? He's got a nice value through the center of the base here, but with the expos down, he's got to hope that he can chain through to the left here, up to the queen. Didn't quite get the value from that clan castle that he might have wanted. Can get onto that air defense relatively easily. Look, freezes the one to the left. The one at the north does go down because you had to pick the air defense that was hardest to get to in order to freeze. The queen takes down that air defense on the left, and it's looking good here as he has E-Drags closing in around this top area. 3 of them, in fact, with the queen and healers. And I think the community were so close there, yet so far, as Sebex moves in with the professional team and decides to show exactly what they are made of, stripping out this base like none other. The E-Drags had brilliant chain value onto the air defense there. That single loon taking out the multi-inferno. And leave a like with a round of applause for Sebex as he pulls in the 3 stars for Tribe Gaming. The community need a response, and against Itsu, it is going to be, let's see if they can get it done. It is going to be a mass Hog Rider attack with the Wall Wrecker, so we do have a decent kill squad coming in initially here with that queen charge, and the Wrecker is going to allow her through the base, where we can hopefully take out the queen, the eagle, maybe even 2 multis there. Let's see where the Wrecker gets to. A couple of healers go off to the Pecker on the side, which leaves them vulnerable due to that air defense, and he is going to lose one of them. Thankfully takes down the air defense to protect them, but that could be massive as now there are only 2 healers. Thankfully there is some tankage from the Wall Wrecker, but definitely not going to get through to that eagle, which assumably he wanted to do. The poison spell onto the clan castle troops, but also slowing down the queen. I can't quite see whether the queen is still alive. She's not. She's gone down. This is awful for the community. They have to salvage this. Uses the king down here to strip out the defenses. Needs to try and just get close to 50% and send the Hog Riders through. I think he's pretty secure here for the 2 stars. Either way, plenty of troops that he can use to strip out buildings on the outside, which is what's happening now. Look, Balloon takes down the mortar. He's got couple of hogs could be committed to this side in order to help with percent. We've got to get close to that 51% to activate the town hall, and then we know that we can just send the troops onto it. But let's just see, 45%, even at this point, sending all of the hogs in would ensure that we get that done. In fact, he sends some in from the north of the base here so that they are not drawn up that way in case there are other Teslas behind here. Manages to just drive majority of them now to that town hall. It is going to be the 2-star. Definitely no much further than that. Going to save onto that Grand Warden's ability because the tornado trap has gone off. Going to have to press it soon as the Hog Riders are going down quick. So there it gets pressed. The heal spell comes in easily over the 50% and the 2-star. But now the community have to get a 3-star. It's not about 2 stars anymore. Sebex has got that 3 and they are on the back foot. They need to get a 3-star here to even things up and have any sort of chance against Tribe Gaming. Again, make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell because this community team are also going to battle Team Queso, and we will have that on my channel pretty soon. But there we go, 64% it is from the community, and it means that Tribe are almost 10% in the lead with a star in advantage with 2 attacks each. They are definitely charging forward towards victory. Maxie now coming in with the Lalo, all of them maxed level heroes. Again, the level 40 Warden just gives such a big boost to your troops. 90% HP boost is absolutely insane. The healers thought about going to the king there, but thankfully queen took a little bit of damage and they go to the queen. The king with that ice golem going to easily be able to get through the king, and it just means that you can save the ability that little bit longer to charge down through the side of the base. If you have them barbarians helping you, then it is going to be good, but the giant bomb on the outside again is there to try and help take out them barbarians. Many people using the king on the outside to create that funnel, and the barbarians, when you have masses of them alongside your king, do such a huge benefit that the giant bombs really do stop you from creating as successful of a funnel. Wall breakers now come in after the Giga Tesla goes down. Alongside that Rage, able to just about utilize the bonus and gets one wall compartment open, which is where he wants to go, because now the jump spell can give him access towards the Eagle Artillery, towards the Queen, and also the multi-inferno there. Again, with any Lalo attack, you've got to be careful if you're going up against 3 infernos. Lava Hound gets popped, and now the minion comes in to try and help with time, saving the healers. Very nice job. Grand Warden statue goes down. Such an amazing amount of damage that does now. Tornado trap goes off, but with the jump spell only just being placed, that is going to allow the Queen into that area again. Do save onto your jump spell until needed. You don't want to get caught somewhere and then miss out. Queen's ability gets popped. She is going to get that multi-inferno, which will then protect the healers as well. I've got to say, this is looking very promising for Eve. Maxie has multiple balloons coming around here. These couple of Teslas mean that the balloons are going to struggle a little bit more getting through that, so commits a haste spell to it to ensure that his balloons on the middle aren't lost dramatically. They have to get onto that multi and wizard tower pretty quickly. It is frozen for the moment. The multi goes down. We now get that wizard tower down, and a haste will be used through the expos and onto the final wizard tower, but actually the Grand Warden's ability is enough to get through there, saving that for the Tesla farm at the bottom. Still a lot of damage, but with so many balloons, this is almost guaranteed to be a 3-star, which means that Tribe Gaming are pretty much going to take this one. There has to be a miracle for the community team now. Eve Maxie, massive round of applause to him, really getting it done for Tribe Gaming here. And again, at the end of this one, I will link the most epic matchup we've seen of Tribe Gaming and Team Queso. 5 seconds left, but it is just going to be enough to get it done as the balloon clutches it right on the buzzer. 3 stars. The community will not be happy about that one, but with 2 attacks, they now need to get 2 3-stars in order to tie things up. EveTech is on defense now. A Hog Rider attack for the community. You might recognize this clasher as well. So let's get into it as the balloon comes forward here. Not quite setting off any bombs in that area. 2 balloons committed to the archer tower at the top to take that down. Unfortunately, the baby dragon did not get the barracks down, but it's far out of range that it shouldn't be too much of an issue for the Queen, as long as we get this wall open quick enough, and the wall breakers should do just that. Is she going to walk though? Do not step too much further towards that. She is. It is going to be an issue, guys. Drive yourself back into the base here, Queen. Oh, she does. I thought she might have gone up towards the cannon, but gets a little bit fortunate there as she moves into the base. Pulling that Lava Hound out. Manages to get a wizard tower before the Lava Hound comes through. The archers, though, do a lot of damage and continuously whilst you are stuck on the Hound. You want to delay the deployment of the poison. Now, the reason for that is the Queen is okay with the healers while she is taking out the Lava Hound, but it then assures that you get the pups down as well. Get it in before the Hound pops, but not too early, so that it's going to go before the Lava Hound pops and you take out the Lava pups. Queen doing a good job at this point. Jump spell allows her into the center of the base. Not sure that she will move towards that town hall, but look, we have easy access with it from the stone slammer, so assuming presumably we will be bringing that in, but it's coming in from the right, trying to just keep the Hog Riders through the middle, counting on the Queen going down towards the Town Hall here, but I'm not entirely sure that she will. Does have the ability though in order to save her, really counting on the fact that she can get this, but she is going to struggle with the King being there as well. Finally gets to it, but with a giant bomb, she is clinging on for dear life here, and she goes down. Has to save the Warden ability. He's confident. He is confident. Brings the Hog Riders in from this right side. Knows that he needs the 3 here. Cannot just bail out and go for the 2. Very confident moving into it. Healers on the Hogs. I'm praying for the community team here to get this done in order to benefit them and really pull us into a nail biter at the end. Uses the Grand Warden's ability at the last second to get through that. Hog Riders take down the final defense and they get it done. Team Queso part of this, very much helping against Tribe Gaming there, and wow, getting it done for a right nail biter. Now remember, Tribe still have an attack left as well, so if Tribe managed to get a 3-star, that is end of war. Tribe Gaming take it, but the community hold on to that lifeline, getting a 3-star. Let's move into the final 2 attacks. Itsu for Tribe Gaming, coming in last, trying to replicate the attack you have just seen. Hog Riders, it is. What amazing Clash of Clans we have seen from this Gamergy event in Madrid. I've had stacks of videos. Again, I'm going to link one at the end, and I am going to have more on the channel, so subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out. Itsu trying to drive his Queen straight into the base, doing a very successful job with that King as part of the funnel. Couple of troops at the top, and that funnel is so successfully created here as the Wall Wrecker comes in towards that multi-inferno. Now the Queen will jump across and be able to be taken out. She's down there by the multi, but look, she jumps into this area. Queen go into the base. Oh, she's drawn to the Dark Elixir drill. That is not what Itsu wanted. Once she takes out the Queen, she should hopefully be driven back up to the top, but she's not. She's going through the wall, so definitely not what he needed, but it is what the community needed. They need a lifeline, and that is what they have got. Doesn't have a jump spell to force her back up to that top area. Does get a little bit of benefit in that of the multi-inferno, but this top area is not down. Now all is not lost. With 27 Hog Riders and majority of his spells, I'm telling you that Itsu can still get this done. As the Lava Hound pops, he needs to protect them healers. Still has a rage spell, so he can still drive the Queen down to this bottom area, but she's going to have to get through a wall before getting to the Eagle Artillery. However, she's relatively safe down there at the moment. She's not going to take a lot of damage, and we are going to drive in with the Hog Riders from the top. Itsu just waiting until he's closer towards that 50%, so that he knows the Hog Riders will be onto the Town Hall. It will be activated. That is what the minions at the top there are helping to do as well. So in come the Hog Riders. Queen just gets that Eagle down in time as well. Pathing is looking good. All not lost here for Itsu. I think he might still be able to get this. The Tesla farm pops, and he doesn't have any Hog Riders to now drive in from the right hand side. They are all deployed, so they are going to split here, and that can be where you then lose efficiency. You might have to commit more spells. Very nice adapt using the Grand Warden's ability early in order to protect the Hog Riders through the Gigabomb. I think they took some damage there, actually. The Warden's ability went off, but with that aura, they stay alive. But what he did is he used the aura as the Hog Riders split, as he had some going to the Town Hall, as he had others going to the Teslas, and what an amazing adaptation he did there in order to boost up the percentage. But again, with the Queen walking, just not quite enough to get through. Very close, mind. That multi doesn't have a lot of health left on it, and it is going to be 83%, which means if the community get a 3-star, they will get 20% added to their total destruction. Will it be enough? Oh, it would not be enough. So they need a 3-star in order to tie up here, but they will not be able to win on percentage because Tribe already have that higher percent. But can they salvage this? They are going up against Team Queso very soon. That is the best of the community are, and you will see that on my channel in the coming days. So can they give themselves a bit of a confidence booster here? Either way, they've pulled out a 3-star against a professional team, so let's see what happens on this one. It is the Queen charge into Lalo. We have the Hog Riders. Just happened there from Itsu, just short. Can the Lalo get this one done? The King on the top area, going to drive himself down the side to create that funnel, waits on the healers in order to try and protect them because we have 2 multi-infernos. That is a lot of damage if they start taking it from both multis. Manages to get one of them down relatively quickly here, and the healer's just out of range of this multi. Wow, the sweeper might push them in range if we're not careful as they come back across, but they remain out of range for the moment, and the Queen should be able to take that down relatively soon. There we go, they are in range. They are just about helping the Queen. Hopefully she can get that multi any moment, and it is going to go down. She is on the wrong side of the wall though in order to get the enemy Archer Queen. She can walk around here and still get her, but she is going to have to take out this side first. Nothing you can really do other than press in some minions in order to help. Did have a wizard, I didn't see that. So the wizard does help a little bit, but I'd have been tempted to spam in a couple of other troops there to try and drive that Queen to the middle quicker, because time is ticking here. We're already into 1 minute and 30 left. Queen is just about staying alive. No ability. Might need the Grand Warden's ability, but uses the freeze instead. Very nice there. Now that the Queen is down, in comes the Lalo. Behind them sweepers. No problem at all. We are going to be close to that 50% by the time that the balloons get there. In an ideal world, you want to be bang on 51% as your balloons get to the Giga Tesla, so that you're not taking damage up to it, but then when you're on top of it, boom, it is gone. The community move forward here. The Stone Slammer going to get straight onto that Town Hall, losing balloons quickly though that have moved around the Giga Tesla. Presses that Grand Warden's ability now. The Queen is going to go down, unfortunately. That might have been the lifeline that was needed for the back end of the base here. Balloons taking out the Wizard Tower, but with the Tesla farm at the south and the Wizard Tower at the bottom, only one haste spell left. There's not a lot of room for error here. The haste is going to have to be used pretty quickly to help with percentage, not necessarily getting to that Wizard Tower, but trying to just blast anything we can in terms of these defenses. They are going to fall short. Very unfortunate. A very nice try, but with the Queen not quite going to plan, it just didn't quite happen for them. The best of community do fall to the professional team of Tribe Gaming. So if you said down in the comments that you thought Tribe were going to win this one, you are indeed correct, and leave a like if you have enjoyed this. I love these format of wars. I think they are fantastic. Tribe Gaming getting the victory. If you want to see the best matchup that we had of Tribe Gaming and Team Queso, I am linking it on your screen now. Go and check that because it's one of the most exciting wars I have ever seen. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.